before we get started, this episode is the episode that's right before October, I think, if I'm timing it correctly, which means
You
if you're
mean
listening
October?
to so if I'm timing that correctly and you're hearing this publicly, that means our new T-shirt has released, which is the Dancing Doctor of Death T-shirt that Dan designed. So look at it, everybody. It's a spooky Beverly skeleton. Haha, it's scary.
She's asking you to dance was the original idea, but
yeah.
somewhere along the way, the titling changed to something more like an episode, and that's fine.
I think you wrote that when you sent it to me. You wrote dancing because you said, "Look at this thing I drew while at work," and then you also were like, "Dancing Doctor of Death."
I think the original caption that I don't know if I ever included it in anything I sent you was it was just a care to dance, which was a very inside sort of reference,
right
in terms of you have to know she is someone who dances, and you also have to have the assumption that she always kills people. And so
you know what's funny? This is a spoiler, but I'm gonna say it anyway. There's an episode later where everyone's prejudices about Beverly will be very justified.
So we were right.
Well, good.
Yeah. So
I drew it without knowledge of whatever that episode is.
Yeah, you're like, wow, it actually really happened, and I think it's the episode why when Gates McFadden goes on the con circuit, she goes, "Yeah, I'm the doctor that gets a lot of people fucked
The
up."
Doctor of Death, you mean?
Basically, yeah.
It's her and Dr. Kevorkian.
Yeah, although Dr. Kevorkian
did it in a sympathetic way, you know?
Yeah, they wanted
her?
it. Yeah.
Well, I still stand by my turnaround. Ever since her signature sun became her signature move became flying into the sun or killing people using the sun.
Yeah,
I'm Team Bev now.
As a captain, you just don't want her as a doctor. Just
right. So long as she gets to utilize the sun, I'm Team Bev.
Yeah. So as long as she's not in there on that operating table hovering above you.
Yeah, for instance, her appearance in this episode, trash. Absolute garbage.
Absolute trash.
She couldn't do anything.
No, she was
well, if it was physiological, maybe I could do something. But
yeah.
It's all your weird betazoid bullshit.
She was like, we could wait till tomorrow and see what happens.
It's your touchy-feely telepathy.
She's like, we could do the old sleep on it.
Yeah, you could. Do you want to wait till tomorrow? Maybe that'll help. Yeah.
He's like, this is what will happen. Either it'll be fixed, or you're not gonna wake up tomorrow.
Yeah, and then that'll for me that'll be fixed.
Yeah,
so
that's how they used to do it back in the day, the Civil War days. It's these are the three options: we amputate you, we give you a little booze, or you just go to sleep and see what happens tomorrow. Yeah, or you get a little cocaine, you know.
Yeah. So if you guys want to check out that Dancing Doctor of Death t-shirt for spooky season, head on over to fugitiveframes.store. And you can check out our other shirts too. We have the Prime Directive is a lie t-shirt. They're so comfortable,
the shirts.
Yeah, they're all comfort colors shirts, so they're fairly comfortable to wear. And we also have the This Machine Kills Fascists Bathleth t-shirt if you want to check that out as well.
Love that shirt.
Yeah, coming up with a bunch more designs for the new year as well. So yeah, check
new
that out.
Year, new me, as they say.
New year.
It's funny. My sister wears our shirts all the time, but she has zero context for any of them.
Well, she likes comfort colors,
but she wears them.
Yeah.
So you're saying she's a poser?
Yeah,
she's a comfort colors
God
fan.
Damn it, dude!
You're like, so you're a newbie Star Trek fan?
She's like, I don't know what this is.
One thing that Ricardo's misnamed.
Yeah,
she's
like, well. Yeah, I don't. He's like, that's a trick question. Everything, everything. Yeah,
yeah. That's on me. I set the bar too low.
Yeah.
She was wearing the Halloween shirt, the Dancing Doctor shirt.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you even know and she's like, no, it looks cool though, but I don't know what this is, and it's comfortable.
Well, you know what? I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah. Also, that's kind of the hope.
Cool.
I kind of hope people just go, look at that neat shirt, and then they buy it anyway.
I'm hoping that jovial skull is enough to, attract some buyers.
I have a quick question before we move on, or else I'll forget. And I thought it was important. When you guys read a book, right? You're reading a book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you hearing your own voice?
Hearing it?
Yeah.
When I hear when I see characters talk.
Everything, Marvin. Everything.
No, so the narrator is my
no.
voice. The characters are their own voices.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would agree with that.
Generally,
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if the protagonist is in first person, or for example, Harry Potter is like God mode third person, which is like it's technically written in third person, but you know exactly what Harry Potter is feeling because it's just written weirdly that way. Then it's still whenever Harry is speaking, it's somehow in my voice probably. But if it was like Lord of the Rings, all the expositional narration and stuff would be in my voice, but Boromir or you know, Aragorn or Gimli and whatever, they'd all be their own voices.
You lost me
like
Lord of the Rings.
Wait, what book would you like?
Yeah.
What book?
I don't know. Heat Part 2. I don't know. So here's the thing. This was like weeks ago. I had the same thought, and this episode kind of rekindled this thought I had, which was I read somewhere that some people don't hear like their own voice when they think, when they read nothing. Mm-hmm. I could read a whole book in my mind as Jason Statham. In fact, I've done it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like it's similar to that thing where some people are like,
don't have a mind's eye. Like they can't. Like if I tell you all to imagine an apple right now, you're probably picturing. You can see an apple in your mind, and you can like describe it to me.
It's weird because I'm looking at a butt.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on inside my
apple bottom,
or you know whatever you associate the shape of an apple with. I guess is what you're picturing. But some people just describe like a memory of an apple or what they know aspects of an apple to look like.
Well, some people, so there's different levels apparently. So some people cannot visualize at all.
Yeah,
like
it's just like blank.
They don't even have a visual memory.
Yeah.
Some people can describe a memory of like a cheeseburger. Some people can create a cheeseburger, but can't tell you that they're seeing it. They can describe it, but they don't know like vividly it's there. And some people can be like, oh yeah, there's a delicious In-N-Out cheeseburger the way I like it. The cheese is melted. I see all this. I can even taste it.
See, mine's a blank canvas, and I can fill it whatever I want. But it starts off black.
I think a lot of people actually can start that way, and or like functions that way. And then there's just some people who they just don't have the visual memory, so they just can't build it.
You know, in the movie The Matrix, when like the guns go by and like
guns,
like that, I could do that, but with apples, with butts, with tits. We're really with anything, dude.
Lots of butts.
I feel like it can be a level of like coping too. Like people who go through a lot of trauma can sometimes be really good at daydreaming and creating. Scenarios. Like I'm a big daydreamer, huge.
Yeah,
I am too, but I have a little to no trauma yet.
You think you don't?
Yeah, you know what?
Or that the priest touched me, dude, and I'm just blocking it.
You could be like in Dark Page where you literally blocked it off in a corner of your mind.
I mean, I guess we're kind of touching on this episode, in a way, actually.
Well, then let's get there. Let's get there really quick. We should let's talk about Dark Page.
See, we wrapped it around. around.
For some reason, not called Dark Place. It's called Dark Page. No one
it's like it's a dark page in the book of her life.
Yeah.
But everyone called it the Dark Place, like Garth Marenghu's Dark Place.
Well, they're not going to say like, oh, she has a dark page in her.
Yeah, they couldn't call it the death daughter, you know?
It was a dark page in my story. I don't know. You could have said that.
Well, I would have thought it would be really weird if my quest started to talk about it in that metaphor specifically. He's just learning language.
I have a quick question. Now, was it me or did I miss it? Or did the girl drown? Or did the dog kill her?
So that's another confusion thing.
The dog
could be both.
The Pomeranian killed her and mauled her or whatever.
Did the dog drown her? The dog stepped on her in the fucking water. Like,
I think
we can
because
only assume.
We don't actually know for sure.
Yeah, we don't know. You don't know specifically, but I think because
they're like the dog ran.
I think because Luoxana passes out the moment Kirsten Dunst steps in the pond. Yeah. I think that's like her trigger of she drowned and that freaked her out, and then she like passed out. So I think she drowned. I think she was chasing
Kirsten
the dog.
Dunst just keeps triggering her over and over.
Yeah.
She's the worst.
Yeah.
First she makes vampires. Or no, sorry, they make her a vampire. Then they kill her.
Not yet. One more, in another year from now, she'll be a vampire.
I'll say this. I have yet to see something she's in that she's just not good at, no matter what she's doing.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Kirsten Dunst.
I don't think she's very good in the Spider-Man movies.
Come on, bring it on.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, so Ricardo was saying you've only seen her do good work. Is what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think she's fantastic.
Yeah. I think in Spider-Man, she was doing the best with what the shitty dialogue she was giving. Like in every superhero movie.
Spider-Man had good dialogue. How can you say I'm a bit of a scientist myself is bad dialogue? Come on.
Marvin, let me explain.
They really like me.
Let me finish my thought, dude.
Oh my God.
In every comic book movie, all the female characters are underwritten.
Oh,
every female character. She did the best with her shitty fucking dialogue, dude. You know what I mean?
I just like the shot of her holding on to the obviously fake Spider-Man mannequin as they swing.
Yes.
That isn't moving at all.
Yeah. Yep.
Come on, Interview with the Vampire. You
know, of course.
Claudia.
She's fantastic in that.
Very classic. Amazing.
Just like Sam Raimi loves using doubles for all of his movies. Every reverse shot is someone who is a stand-in. It's never the actor. I don't know why.
Well, I prefer it to be a still mannequin over a stand-in actor.
I hope some of those reverse shots were just a still mannequin.
Well, like the Spider-Man shot I'm describing is very clearly a still mannequin.
Yes, absolutely. It's frozen. Yeah.
So that's why I bring that up specifically.
That's
great.
We watched Dark Page this week, which first aired on November 1st of 1993, which is just the day after Halloween. So, it wasn't, it's only been a day since we saw DS9. So instead of doing Around the Sun, we got a short little Simpsons segment.
Again with the Klingons. I complain, but nobody listens.
I want to get some Leonard Nimoy clips to swap in and out of there.
Oh, we can do that. I can find those too.
Yeah. There's this great bit where he's trying to explain how the doors worked to some guy who doesn't care.
Right.
That's it's so good, and they cut it for syndication. So
yeah. I should find
anyway
because I have the unsyndicated version, so I should find them. Yeah.
Right. So the most recent episode actually aired the day before on Halloween itself, I believe. And it was Treehouse of Horror 4, which included the Devil and Homer Simpson, where he sells his soul to Satan Flanders for a donut. Mm-hmm. There's also Terror at 5.5 Feet, which is about Bart finding a gremlin on the side of the school bus, a tribute to Twilight Zone, which was also played by William Shatner in the original Twilight Zone skit where he was on the plane. Mm-hmm. Bart Simpson's Dracula, where they didn't kill the head vampire.
Right, yeah.
Which also ended with the Charlie Brown Christmas Hark the Herald Angels Sing Croonathon.
Right.
And that was the episode that aired that week.
All right, cool. I don't think that's my favorite Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, but it's a classic one. It's one of the classic ones. So.
Yeah, I think it was the episode that was framed with a bunch of paintings. I think it was Bart doing the painting, introducing the story by painting.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that I think it's like a Hitchcocky style type of thing. So, yeah. All right. Well, before we go diving into the episode, let's quickly do our sponsor for the week, which, you know what? I'm going to do extra again. And the reason for that is because they have announced a new product. So for people who refuse to buy a wallet.
What's wrong with you?
But would still like the RFID blocking plate technology, you can just buy the RFID blocking plate now.
Interesting.
So here's the thing.
What use case do they suggest it's for?
You could just put it in your wallet, so here's the thing. I don't know why, what is the specific RFID blocking portion supposed to really do? Why is it different from a piece of metal, right? I don't know. Can you just RFID block with a piece of metal? Let me see if I'm gonna get my ass blown out by this. Let me see.
Also, you can't trust the internet, dude.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't work correctly unless you okay. So you just need a particular type of thick metal, but you need to use a certain type of metal. So it has to be aluminum or zinc or steel. Okay. So that's basically what they're selling. The Extra is selling their new RFID blocking plate. They're calling it the RFID card. So basically all that is going to do is, if you don't want to buy an Extra wallet itself, you can buy a specific RFID blocking plate. I mean, it looks neat. It's this super colorful red thing with little stripes on it. And if you want it, it's $15 and it's free shipping. So you know what? That's pretty good. if you want to make sure that you have something that's actually RFID blocking and in your wallet. You can check that
If someone doesn't want a wallet, you can be like, well, at least get some protection for your current wallet until you wise up and get ready for a real wallet.
Exactly. Although, to be fair, like I usually say, I think my favorite extra product is just their extra, what they just call the extra wallet now. It used to be called the Parliament, but now it's like the extra wallet and the Wallet Pro. And the reason I like it is because it looks stylish because it's in leather, but also it has a lot of the nice features of like a more modern compact wallet, like they say, including a quick access button where you can just press a button, fans out your cards. The wallet itself is also inherently RFID blocking, so that's neat. And it's made of a bunch of high quality materials like the leather I said, but sometimes they release versions with Apple leather. And if you get like the card holder version itself, they're also currently taking back orders for the gold version. So if you, for some reason, you would like to spend nearly $300 on a solid gold wallet, there you go. You can do that.
Who wouldn't though? Who wouldn't?
I remember a little while ago they were selling an orange one, and that would have been good to have for like Halloween time.
Oh yeah, that's the one I have. I currently have an orange version of the Extra Wallet Pro. So yeah.
That wasn't a whole year ago, was it? It wasn't for Halloween last year, was it?
No, it was like a few months ago. Yeah,
okay,
that's
good.
when that's what I got.
I was very afraid of time having done one of those things to me again.
Oh no, time isn't that cruel yet. So
oh, it is. It's just not this time.
So if you guys want to check those out, you head on over to extra.com. That's EKSTR.com and use our offer code Newbie when you check out to get 10% off additionally off of any order site-wide. And we say additionally because the 10% stacks with any ongoing sales. So they're probably going to have an upcoming sale because it's like the fall's coming. They have fall sales, so that's going to come up.
An upcoming sale? Sounded like stale.
I heard it too.
Yeah, exactly.
See? So you probably did say stale.
I did stay. I did stay stale.
I did stay stale.
By the Steve store.
When I told you to stay fresh cheese bags, that was exactly the opposite of what I wanted you to do.
So yeah. And also, most of the products are free shipping. Most of them are lifetime warranties, and you get free returns within 100 days of receiving your order. So again, you can head on over to extra.com and use our offer code Newbie for up to 10% for an additional 10% off any order site-wide. Okay,
right, you
Denise.
stack that on.
You stack it on just like Denise stacks it on.
Ricardo, could you please tell us what happened in this episode?
Talk about the Black Day in baseball.
Yeah.
This episode is really weird.
Oh, yeah.
It starts off and they're having a convention of people who could mind read, right?
Originally, they could only communicate by mind reading.
Yeah. And now they're learning how to...
Telepathy?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, fuck.
Telepathy.
Hold on.
Telepathy.
Yeah, that's right.
Telepathy.
Telepathy?
Yeah.
Telepathy.
I don't know why I'm having such a hard time.
No,
Am I having a stroke?
telepathy.
Yeah.
Pathy.
Telepathy.
Not tappy.
Like empathy? Telepathy.
Yeah. Instead of empathy,
Telepathy?
it's telepathy.
Hold on. Marvin, let him do it so we can hear.
Okay.
Telepathy?
No, there's no T before the
fuck.
P. The P is after before the T. Yeah.
Just
Telepathy.
throw at us, right? Like
Okay, say empathy. Say empathy.
Empathy.
Okay, now say telepathy.
Telepathy.
Say it back. Sarah, say them back to back.
I don't mean to, I'm not trying to laugh at you.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Say them back to back. Go empathy, telepathy. Empathy,
Yeah.
telepathy.
Do that. Yeah, do that.
Empathy, telepathy. Empathy.
Now
we're ruining we're ruining
We're turning
empathy.
it into empathy.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is really hard for me.
That's interesting.
I'm having a really hard time. I can't.
Mind powers.
I can't do it. Yeah, I don't know.
Mind readers.
Telepathic. Yeah. That's correct, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Telepathic.
Yeah.
Can you say empathic?
Empathic.
Uh-huh.
Telepathy. No.
Telepathy.
No.
I don't know. I can't do it. Is anyone else having problems? Say it to yourself right now. If you're listening, say it to yourself. Repeat after me. And
you say it.
Deanna is telepathic. She does telepathy.
She sometimes has empathy, but she
sometimes has empathy.
Uh-huh.
But she
also
does
has
Telepathy.
Yeah, no, that's not it.
Telepathy.
That's fine.
I don't know.
Fuck it, dude.
I'm going to have to practice this.
Fine. It's okay.
Yeah. It's okay.
I didn't realize I had such a hard time. I don't know.
That's interesting.
I used to have that kind of trouble with cinnamon because I would always,
How would you say
the word cinnamon or the word synonym. And I would never, and I would always pronounce everything as synonym.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of people who say synonym. Yeah. Yeah, that was
synonym, which is neither, but I would just like split that difference every time on everything.
So it's cinnamon and synonym.
Yeah, but never synonym, which I would say instead.
Yeah.
So that's not a problem for me. I don't know why that's so hard.
That's interesting.
I'm not understanding. I'll have to practice this offline. I don't know. It bothers me now.
It's like how I refused.
We'll circle back to it later.
Yeah.
Like I insisted it was called Thailand for a very long time. I would
Thailand?
Yeah.
Why not?
Do you mean Thailand?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's spelled TH.
Where they invented thighs.
Yeah, Thai food.
Thai food.
I think later when someone explained to me the H's in Thai speaking,
oh my God,
in English is to add an extra sound, so it's like Thai. That's why it's not the English TH pairing, so that's why they decided to put it there. But
interesting. Now where were we?
Yeah, where were we? So this is what happened. This is what's going on in this thing, dude. There's some wild shit going on. So basically, they're having a convention, right? It's like the Comic-Con of people who could communicate without verbal communication, right?
Right.
And basically, now you guys called her something different. Am I saying it wrong? Now, is this my telepathy? Where her name's Luxana?
Luxana?
Yeah.
Wait.
Luxwana? No, Luxwana?
Yeah.
Okay.
Luxwana?
It's Lwaxana. So the W follows immediately after the L.
Yeah, it's Luoxana.
Yeah. Just say it.
Like Luoxana?
Yeah, Luoxana.
It's
but you
not
say
Luxana?
Quickly, so it's like Luoxana.
Marvin, say it without nodding, dude. Just say it normal, dude. you, every time you say, you give me like a fucking cholo nod, dude. You're like, Luoxana. Why, dude?
Luoxana.
Now I'm confused on how to say her
Marvin,
name.
stop doing the goddamn nod, dude. Don't move your face, dude. Say it again.
I move my face in general when I talk.
Why? Just say it.
I talk.
Luoxana. Look at this. Look at Luoxana.
He can't do it.
What's the game team, dude?
Wow,
when I say that whenever I'm talking in general, you see me moving my head now.
Yeah.
This episode is just about exposing our linguistic foibles.
Yeah.
Just like the episode. Everyone had linguistic problems in this episode. They were like, what's going on?
Yeah, so some of these people, they just learn how to talk, right? With their mouths.
All of them, yeah. This is they have like, I don't know where they are, but they put in some sort of thing that lets them talk like robots.
Yeah, they have vocal enhancers.
Yeah.
But they're used to talking with images by telepathy alone. And they usually say everything at once instead of in sequence, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So,
like
now I have so many questions. Not about the episode, but like people that are born mute.
Mm-hmm.
They're most of the time. Some people are not deaf as well, right? They're just one thing.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes, right? Sometimes both. Yeah. But how are they? I mean, clearly they're hearing people talk. So do they hear themselves in their head? Do you mean like haven't these people experience people talking so they know, because there's a lot of how you say, you know what I mean? They're saying that a lot. Like, how do you say?
That premise in the episode has a lot of problems. Why would they have names that are verbal? Like if their entire method of talking was through images, unless they came up with names for them on the spot, but then why would they give them weird alien names, right? Like why like Mayquest or Maquis, or I don't even know how you're supposed to pronounce that because it's spelled Maques. And every time I saw that in the subtitles and I heard Picard say his name, it just didn't click in my brain every time he was saying it.
I just remember that they pronounced the quest part, which was like, oh, okay, they pronounced the quest part, but I don't remember how the MA is supposed to go.
But it's not pronounced quest. He pronounced it Maquis.
It's like, Maquis?
Yeah, that's how he kept pronouncing it.
Like croissant.
Is it
Maquis?
It was frustrating because the whole time I was like, what is it? Because people also say it differently other times, and I'm like, is it Maquest? Maquis.
This whole episode kind of reminded me of like when Maquis or whatever his name is was talking. Do you guys remember like Hilaria Baldwin or Hilaria Baldwin when she said like that like famous clip where she's like
from Mallorca? Spain?
Yeah, her from Boston, from the faraway land of Boston, where she was just like, "How do you say in English cucumber?" You know, like it was like,
oh my god,
it kind of like reminded me of that. Like,
but you're like, well, how do you say cucumber? Like I should have said, how do you say cucumber? Like, and it's like, and she wouldn't know the fucking Spanish word for it.
Exactly.
It's like, like, what is Spanish for cucumber? You know,
like cucumber.
It kind of reminded me of that, where he was taking these long moments to kind of process, like, how do I say in English?
Well, the reason why is because that's not realistic. So the reason why he was doing that is because the original writer, there was a different writer before, because the original writer was Hilary Bader, but then they had someone come in to do...
You mean Hilaria?
Yeah.
Bader?
Oh yeah, Rene Echevarria. He did a uncredited once-over script doctor on it, and he was told to make it less fun. He wanted to make the dialogue of them not knowing the word funny. He wanted to make fun of them not knowing the words funnier. So he wanted to be like,
he didn't. He did not succeed in that. It wasn't funny.
That's because they told him to dial it back. So that's the remnants of him trying to make it funny. Then they told him to dial it.
How would it have been funny? Like innuendo wise?
Yeah, like innuendos
just keep saying
and stuff.
Things where,
funny how like a clown
that can be taken the wrong way. Is that all?
Yeah, exactly. I think they were supposed to be like innuendos or like he sounds stupid or something. And they were like, please dial that back. It's not that type of episode.
Well, yeah, admittedly, it wouldn't have helped this plot.
Yeah, probably. So they.
I wonder what that would have sounded like. Like, what did we dial back on? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know exactly. I just know that.
Well, it would have been like, she has a dark hole inside of her.
Yeah, I guess maybe.
Or she would be like, "Your mother told me you want it," you know, or like something like more innuendo, like, you know.
Your mother told me she wanted me inside you? Question.
Yeah. Your mother told me we want.
Yeah, it's an easy place to farm, you know.
Yeah, so I think that's what he was originally trying to write into it, and then they were like, "Please don't do that. We're trying to write a serious episode."
Your mother told me she wanted. You wanted my. How do you say in English? Cucumber.
Yeah,
I'm completely unfamiliar with the thing your guys are referencing.
Oh, okay.
My gosh.
Okay.
Really?
So Alec Baldwin is married to a lady from Boston.
Her name's Hillary, by the way.
Her name's Hillary.
Hillary.
Somewhere in her adult life, she basically decided to kind of race change herself to being Spanish and started calling herself Hilaria.
As in from Spain?
Yes,
yeah, as in actually
Spain.
from Spain specifically, because
and
she's so white.
Took up an accent and broken English and all of it, you know.
Yeah, she came up with. She started adopting like a Spanish lisp and like pretending she didn't know English despite having grown up in America.
And so there's this clip of her, and she's
did a bowling ball fall in her head?
I don't know. And there's this clip. There's this viral clip of her, and she's like making something, and she can't think of the English word for cucumber, and she's like, "How do you say in English?" Like and it's like, "Bitch, you know it's called a cucumber." Like, I don't know. It just was so. She has so many moments of this like fake.
So are you saying Spanish. That every time you saw Maquis or Maquis like struggling to find words, you're like, you know it, you bitch.
Yeah. You know
well, it kept reminding me of it's true.
It just reminded me of this like this stupid
someone
bitch
who's faking it,
pretending like
you're not actually learning the language, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know, you already
Fake
knew English.
telepath.
We have a universal translator. You know this word.
He was like he was like also like I don't know what he was doing, dude. I don't understand. He was like, you know how there's Balchinians in Men in Black? This guy's like a Cyberchinian. Like he has like
where they got the scrotes on their heads.
Yeah, on their chins. On
like their temples.
Wait, so all the times you said Balchinian, that's like a real thing?
Yeah, you never saw Men in Black 3?
No, I never actually knew that Balchinian was a real.
I've never seen Men in Black. It's apparently from Men in Black 2. I don't care about Men in Black 2. No one cares about Men in Black.
Because you're racist, dude. if it was two white guys as the Men in Black, you'd be like, oh yeah, I love Men in Black.
Men in White, then I would watch it.
You're like, I don't watch anything with the word black in it, dude. I don't even listen to Johnny Cash because they call the Men in Black the Man in Black. So they basically these bald Cybern people, they have like little testicles on their like Cybern.
Yeah.
And they're having that convention and Kirsten Dunst shows up.
Yes.
And she's like, Mama. And she doesn't have a mom, dude.
But was she? Was she talking about her mom?
No, she well inside her head. That's what I imagine. So this is what happened.
Loxana looks at her and just gets really
looks at her, and they're connected. And then she's like, oh. She like, you know, she gets the vapors.
Although she had been working with her for a while, so that must have been like grating on her for a while then.
Yeah, it was an odd, sudden thing.
She's like, go get your dad. I thought when I'm watching this, I thought, oh, this girl
has been abused.
That's been abused, dude. I thought she was abused,
and she picked up something telepathically. Oh,
that's okay. I was the only one. You did too. Okay.
I thought that too for a minute.
Yeah, that was me too.
I did think that she was picking up something from the little girl.
Mm-hmm. And then she immediately asked to speak to the dad, and that's like, like what's going on here?
But then this is what's so confusing. And then the dad shows up, and she's like, "Oh my God, meet my daughter, you know, Deanna." And then I'm like, now I'm so confused. Like, then I thought, okay, maybe she wasn't abused, the little girl, Kirsten Dunst. Mm-hmm. I thought, well, maybe she was thinking about her mom. Like, oh, my mom's gone. I don't have a mom. And then Loxana thought, I have to get Deanna here so I could marry her off. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's confusing. And then she shows up and they kind of are talking and he's like, how do you say cucumber? And he's like a lot of that. And then they don't kind of make a connection. And I'm like, oh, this is weird. And then, so for the first like 10, 15 minutes, it was a lot of confusion on my part. Like, just trying to follow along where the fuck this was going.
I guess that's interesting because this is actually a really good example of how the newbie viewing experience is. I guess because I knew what the problem or the trauma she went through was the whole time. I was watching from the perspective of, I know what it is. And actually from my perspective, because of that, I found it more boring. But because I'm like, yeah, I know exactly where all this leads.
Well, I'm not saying it wasn't boring.
Hold on now.
Don't jump ahead.
No, but I find it interesting where your guys' mind, at least Ricardo's mind. I would love to know where everyone else thought.
If you think about it, though, what is the inciting incident where she starts to feel the pain? To me, I think if I remember correctly, it's when she is talking to the little girl, she gets this like instant headache. And so instant like migraine or pain in her head or something. And to me, that makes you connect it with the little girl and something about her. And then she's also talking about how she's telepathically speaking with this species. So in my mind, I thought, okay, there's an issue where she's picking up on something telepathically. And that's the
but don't you think that went out the door when the guy showed up and then she was like,
and then she was totally normal? Yeah,
like,
well, that's where I got confused.
I want you to meet this guy. He's a Bolchinian.
Yeah. Well, then I got confused because right after it's like business as usual. She's kind of just fine. And so I'm like, okay, wait, does she have a headache? Is it these people? Is it something else? Like, not sure.
I thought it was fake because I thought it was an act like, oh, I'm gonna act like I have a headache, so I leave my daughter talking to this guy. You know what I mean? So it's like
I think more than ever, it feels like two different scenes shot on two different parts of a scene shot on different days. Because if you look at that initial part, so when he's like she is talking to Data and Geordi about Hedril, right? The little girl named Hedril.
You think because of child labor laws, they were like they had to shoot some of it without her.
I think you can feel it because the moment they move to the next setup where it's Worf and Riker, her mood is completely different. It's like the director didn't prime her. Hey, you just had a minor trauma with Hedril, so as you're approaching Riker and Worf, you got to be a little bit more like, oh, what just happened? But then the problem is also that the dialogue doesn't really support that. Her first line to Worf is, "Mr. Worf, why aren't you mingling?" It's like, that would be like a weird thing for her to start going straight into.
Yeah, and then she calls him like stupid.
I was willing to give it a lot of space because since it's telepathy and it's like interspecies communication, which is like new and uncharted, like if it were going to be a bit fucky about when and how she felt or picked up weird telepathic crap, I was like willing to like let it go because there are other instances later where Lwaxana like gets overly protective of Deanna, saying "Stay away from my daughter" to Riker.
Right.
Get away from her,
another
bitch.
like, which was another piece of it that made me go like, is this her like? Is this related to abuse again? Where it's like staying away from my daughter has something to do with that.
I guess that does point to I feel like
so
that.
I was with Dan, like where I was like, oh, I'm my instincts are kind of right, but then I was like, and then she was like hurt, and then she fainted right by the pond when they were talking,
right?
And then I thought, is this sort of like what's their species called?
The Betazoids.
I thought the Betazoids were like it was some kind of like menopause for Betazoids.
Oh, she's been through menopause.
We know what menopause is for them, though.
Yeah, that happened in season 2. Yeah,
I know, but I forgot about that. I don't even know what the fuck that is, dude. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
And the other things are called Karens, right?
Karens.
Yeah. The big head people. They're called Cairns.
I heard Karens, like, you're being such a Karen type thing.
It's CAIRN,
which is like an actual thing. A Cairn is. Have you ever been like hiking or like near a beach of rocks and you see people made stacks of rocks?
Yeah.
That is a cairn. So it's kind of weird that they're using
Have you ever been an innocent POC just going about your life and had the police call on you? You've been Karen.
Well, that's not the same thing as a stack of rocks.
It's not.
Well, you were just stacking rocks, and then the lady called the cops.
Yeah.
Karen. Karen harasses people of color and black people.
It's a Karen and Karen crime.
I think I've heard of or seen articles that say, please don't stack rocks on natural trails.
Yeah.
It's
bad.
It like means something that people don't intend or something.
Well, you're disrupting the ecosystem because it's not natural.
I thought it meant like you were down to, like when you tap your foot in the bathroom, like I'm down for glory holes.
Really?
You don't know what that means? You don't know what that?
No.
You're incorrectly labeling that area of nature as promiscuous.
Yeah. So there was this politician that got caught because he read the signs wrong. Because so it was a politician. I think he was probably, if I'm taking a wild guess, he's probably a conservative politician. And there was like a thing that if you tap your foot in the like public stall, that means you're down to fuck. Look it up, Marvin.
It's the Larry Craig scandal. He was indeed a Republican senator from Idaho.
So what do you do?
Okay. A college student who was considering pledging at Craig's fraternity at the University of Idaho in 1967 told a reporter in the Idaho Statesman that Craig led the student to his bedroom and made what the man said he took to be an invitation for sex. So maybe that's different, though. There's been so many Republican sex scandals. This is all.
This is a bathroom. Type in bathroom tapping.
Okay. Politician
foot tapping.
Bathroom foot tapping.
Yeah.
Okay. That still comes up with Larry Craig scandal. Okay.
Maybe he had
Maybe he had multiple. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Wait, hang on. Continue. Continue
what are you
with your
supposed
I don't even know where this is going, to be honest.
If you're tapping your foot, it means
let's just take the time and cut out the part that's boring.
Oh, okay. So there was some sort of restroom incident. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. At 12:16 hours, Craig tapped his right foot. I recognize this as a signal used by persons wishing to engage in lewd conduct. Craig tapped his toe several times and moves his foot closer to my foot. The presence of others did not seem to deter Craig as he moved his right foot so that it touched the side of my left foot, which was within my stall area. Craig then proceeded to swipe his left hand under the stall divider several times with the palm of his hand facing upward. So he was, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, that was whose testimony?
Oh my God. Okay. And someone made a hilarious point. What is the airport? MSP? What airport is MSP? MSP is Minneapolis St. Paul Airport. Okay. So, and he was the former. Okay, and he is the former. The place where he was caught doing it was the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. So someone on Google Maps cited it as a landmark, the Senator Larry Craig Memorial Restroom.
That's great.
That's genius.
It's just on Google Maps, though, right?
It's just on Google. Yeah, I don't think that's real. It's probably
Damn.
like, you know.
No, it's
There
real.
should be a plaque.
That's amazing. I love that. That's pretty great. So if you tap your foot, it means you're down.
Wait,
Your
so
DTF.
whose testimony was that saying, like, hey,
The person who was propositioned. Yeah.
okay, was it like a sting operation?
No, he was just like, the senator's trying to fuck me.
Really?
Oh, okay, I see.
Well, he said the senator's trying to, how you say, fuck me. Yeah. So anyway,
How do you say in English?
How do you say in English? Cucumber? Cucumber in my hand?
The senator tried to cucumber me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the thing about this
Just
episode.
say fornicate.
Yeah, it is. Goddamn foreigners trying to fornicate.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, the band Foreigners, by the way. So this episode's confusing as shit, but then it kind of like falls back on track. But even then, like it did a lot of spinning of the wheels for not a lot of moving. You know what I mean? Like the car didn't really move that much, and the wheels were spinning like crazy.
It takes a while.
I think it's unfortunate that it is the TNG episode right after Phantasms, which is also a dream episode. So you have two dream episodes in a row where it's lots of imagery, and both episodes are people standing around wondering, what do those images mean? Maybe it could mean this. Maybe it could mean this. And I think actually Dark Page handles the imagery better.
Yeah,
I agree. This episode better than the last one, but still, you could have put a B plot line, and you could have been fine. You could have cut a bunch of stuff from this one. So okay, so I'm gonna just blast through this so we can talk about the cool stuff at the end.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So the long story short is they feel it's sketchy because she like falls into kind of like a coma.
Right.
And basically the like Hilaria, I'm gonna call him Hilaria. Hilaria's like, hey, I think that she's like trying to block something like that. She's got trauma, the dark place, the sunken place, whatever, you know, where all your deepest, darkest secrets, and it's affecting her. But then like she's in the infirmary, and then he shows up at night. And he's like, oh, I was trying to help her, but it looks sketchy, you know. And again, I don't know why trick us like that? Like, just
why did he sneak in the middle of the night with the lights off?
Yeah, they repeatedly like give you reason to suspect him.
Yeah, is it called like a red herring or something? Like,
but they diffuse
set up.
Red herring.
But they diffuse the red herring in the next scene.
Isn't herring a fish?
Yeah. It is, but there was no such thing as a red herring.
They lead you off the trail. That's why they're called red herrings.
Yeah, and there's no such thing as a red herring. That's why they.
But I'm using that correctly. Like they're trying to plant these like.
Yes. How do you say seeds?
How do you say? How do I say in English?
Cucumber seeds.
Seeds?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that now from now
on. So they try to like throw you off the trail, but then at the end they're like, no, it turns out and then fucking Deanna's powers are so weak, fucking half a betazoided, that she needs this dude to be like the middleman, like the jumper cables between them.
Yeah, he's literally like the Ethernet cable between the two. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and so
he has to stare very intensely.
Yeah, he's a DSL filter.
Yeah, but he's got a little pervert vibes to him, you know.
Yeah, and every time they do it, they must do the whole. He looks at her, zoom in on her, then zoom in on him.
He wants to murder everyone he communicates with. Is that really how they are on their planet? That's intense.
Can they just close their eyes? Does he have to stare without blinking?
If they really wanted to ramp it up, the one thing they could have added is like the heavy breathing.
And they're all like,
Yeah. Or do the Miles Dyson breathing, you know, So anyway, so he's a jumper cable, and Deanna goes into Laoxana's brain, and like she's trying to block her, right? She acts like she has a mental image.
She sends
of Picard,
a fake Picard out.
Fake Picard, the dog, the wolf dog. And all these things like trying to say no. And then finally she comes out and she's like, get away, dude.
Well, her dad too. Like her dad. Your dad's like a pretty
getting a real wolf. They got a real wolf.
Yeah.
So they got a real wolf and they green screened it in for safety. So all those are green
they're
screen.
Weak, dude. They're the real thing, dude.
But it was just walking around looking cute.
Yeah.
It
was
a cool wolf. And then they go and she finds her dad and she's like, Papa, and she cries, but it's really her mom doing all this. So like, I don't like this. I don't like the manipulation. And then
it feels like unsettling.
Yeah. Long story short, what she was hiding is that she was a bad mom and had her kid killed, right?
She was had her kid killed.
She had her kid
killed. She paid a dog to kill her.
Yeah.
No, let me clear.
A small dog.
Okay. She didn't send anybody to be killed. She's not Beverly. She's not as cruel as Beverly. No, what happened was it was an accident. You know what I mean? From what we can tell.
Well, we don't even really know what the accident was.
Yeah, we don't know. Like, did she drown? Did the dog drown her?
Did she get hit by a car? Did the dog,
did she get hit? But like in the future, are there even cars to get hit? Like, shouldn't the technology be like right now? Like, look, you can run people over, but some cars will stop. A lot of cars, actually, modern cars will just stop if they're like if you're not going highway speeds, it'll stop if you see a pedestrian or swerve.
Memory Alpha at least presumes she drowned, but.
Yeah, my presumption is she drowned because
I think the dog did it.
Yeah, probably. I'm saying the dog probably drowned her, like you originally surmised.
Yeah, the dog held her head underwater with his paws.
Yeah.
Like Duncan the Wonder Dog.
He's like, this is what you get for fucking. You threw the little toy, but you kind of held it back, and I looked for it.
You fucking with me? Are you fucking with my toy?
Fuck with you, dude. and so the Kirsten Dunst reminded her of her daughter that died. And then Deanna's like, oh my God, I had a sister. What was her name? Harpo? Or what was her name?
Kestra?
Kestra. Yeah.
I think it was Kestra.
Kestra, not Kesla. Yeah.
Kestra March.
Tesla or something like that. And so and so her and then she's like, oh my God, I had a sister. Oh my God.
How old was she supposed to be when she died? I assume like 7-ish, but that seems like
the little girl. The little girl that died?
Tesla.
No.
She looks at least like 5.
Well, because I'm going based off the math. There were 7 years of journals missing. Was that
and
she basically deleted any...
That's right.
Any reference to her daughter prior, which is kind of weird to not...
Apparently that incident was also erased that incident happened shortly after Deanna's mom or Alexana got married to dad. So they had the child before they were married for several years.
Oh, so that's sketchy too.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, that's not sketchy. People have...
What if that's not... What about different dads? She cheated.
I don't know. It doesn't seem that way.
You don't know
that they've implied that here, but I guess you could introduce that complication if you wanted.
Yeah, we never know, dude. It could be
Picard.
Picard could be her dad,
the dad that stepped up.
Picard is just
everyone's dead.
Cream pieing everybody, dude. Yeah. And
no, that's Kirk. Kirk goes around cream pieing everyone.
What if this is Kirk's daughter? We don't know that.
It could be.
Yeah.
At that point.
Anyway, Kirk is not in this episode. That we know.
It's just weird that she never mentioned her at all. Like, I don't
she's trying to block it out of her mind and out of she also probably didn't want to hurt.
Was there no pictures? No. Like everyone just didn't talk about her at all.
They deleted the records. She deleted the records.
Well, like friends and family, maybe? No,
they don't.
So I think there's a few things that happened.
Name was probably Bruno. They don't talk about it.
I think one thing is that everyone was told to not talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
2, she tried to get rid of all of the evidence, but then Mr. Hom, for some reason who's not in this episode, decided to keep some of the pictures.
Yeah, and then actor wasn't available.
Is that why? Is that what?
Yeah, that's what they say on Memory Alpha.
Oh, he was busy.
Okay.
He's busy.
Otherwise, he really should have been there because he wasn't there all the other time.
Because he's always there.
But he wasn't there in DS9, was he?
No, he wasn't. Yeah. But
Mr. Whom? Mr. Whom?
Yeah.
Tall Lurch guy.
He's busy. Dude. He can't make it all.
Lurch is great.
But then the other thing
he's probably filming the Addams Family at this point.
Maybe he was.
Yeah, he could have been.
He's like, dude, you guys aren't paying fucking.
I got a big role. Yeah, literally.
Big dough.
But then the last thing is that
you guys ever heard of Barry Sonnenfeld? You bitches.
He had or Betazoids in general have a literal memory vault.
Yeah,
where they can literally hide their memories in their brains
Psychonauts
from themselves forever.
Slipknot, like the band Slipknot.
Until
like Psychonauts.
Yeah, until some sort of trauma releases the trauma out. I guess.
Out of the vault.
Out of her brain vault.
Like, my read of it is that her work with the cairns has like drained her usual ability to keep all of those thoughts at bay.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, like, Hedril, kind of let the dam burst.
Yeah. It's like how she's like, she's someone who has like diarrhea problems. So she has been holding in her sphincter the entire time, but now she's really tired.
Best possible metaphor we could choose.
She took Imodium, but then like now she's got another issue. She took another pill and forgot to take the Imodium. So she's shitting it out.
So it's coming. Yeah.
So
she can't hold it back.
And Sarah had a question, and I want to acknowledge that. She said, how could she, like the whole family and everything? Sarah, my mom married my stepdad when I was 3, and no one talked about it. Like everyone was like, "Oh, yeah, he's your dad, dude." And I knew deep down, like, not that I was treated differently, but I just knew, like, oh, we don't look alike at all, dude. Like you married my mom when I was 3, but then what they didn't know is that I could remember it.
Yeah,
my memory went. I remember them being married. Like I remember the ceremony. So I'm like, you guys aren't fooling anybody.
You're making me wish that Deanna had said, so that's why there was a room that said Kestra's room in our house.
Oh, that was the girl that drowned in front of me. Yeah. Oh.
So the reason
for 30 years, I wondered who drowned in front of me.
Turning out it was Kestra. I thought Kestra was a dog's name. So Sarah, so sometimes, I mean, my whole family would never talk about it. Do you know what I mean? And then finally I was like, you guys know I know, right? And I like in my mid-teens. And they're like, oh, you know? Who told you? I was like, I was there. What are you guys fucking talking about? and then everyone was fine with it. But like no one ever treated me different. They just never fucking brought it up. It wasn't that they were lying about it. They just never brought it up.
Yeah, I mean, like there's certain families who like
tons of family secret.
Yeah,
I don't think it was a secret. It was just like, if you don't need to talk about it, then why volunteer something that volunteers some information? Then like why like if you're not being treated differently, then and I wasn't even mad about it. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I knew about it. Maybe if I had not known about it, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, what the fuck? You guys are acting all along.
Here's a question, Ricardo. Did you at any point suspect that maybe Deanna's dad had done something horrible
to kill her? Yes.
And then that Lorxana killed him?
Yes, dude. Mm-hmm. Yes.
In retaliation.
Did you think
and that was what was it? Yeah, like I was thinking maybe that was it.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's why the dad shows up, and then they have like a moment with the dad.
Yes, I thought they were
like not quite
out,
right, and Deanna has to like kind of steel herself against his like manipulation.
But that was just another backstory moment. It
could have been like he lost a gambling debt, dude. And then they're like, you got to give us your firstborn. And then now she's like evil Kestra, living like in some sort of as a gangster's daughter, dude. Yeah. Somewhere, you know,
it could be like Ride to Hell, where he gambled his wife.
Yep.
And he lost. So now the evil biker gang leader owns his wife.
Yeah.
And the whole game is about you realizing your dad's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Only in America.
Only in America. So I did think that, and so. That's why this episode rates a little low for me, because though I love the information that she had a sister, and like I feel like it does make like Deanna a little stronger, because she like had to help her mom when her mom's always helping her. Like it just kind of like showed like, oh, Deanna has she has powers, selective powers, but powers whenever, you know, she has some great powers when she sometimes needs them. Sometimes they feel her.
And even this time, it only worked because she had like an amplifier.
She had a jumper cable. Yeah, if not, her mom would have died, dude.
Because that's the thing. No one would have known what to do at all.
Yep.
Had that guy not been there.
At the same time, interfacing with that guy and all the rest of the Cairnians was presumably what got her into this situation.
True.
I do wonder if one day this would have happened anyway.
I think so.
It very well could have.
She could have really horned up. She could have really, you know how she gets horned up.
Yeah,
she could have dropped her diarrhea. Could have came out.
Hopefully, there's a treatment plan to deal with this trauma.
No,
after the fact.
Therapy.
Well, now they don't need to deal with it. Like they know. Like she doesn't have to keep it in. She doesn't have to hold in the poop.
Yeah, and they're talking about it, and that's the therapy they're going through.
Yeah,
healing can begin.
Yeah, so that. It was hurting her because she kept it inside.
May the Kamala be with you. What's her sister's name?
Right.
Kamala Harris. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kamala
Anyway,
Yeah, Kamal Khan. Yeah.
Look, everything turned out okay for her. But I appreciate that now we know something cool about Deanna, and like, oh, she had a sister. Maybe her sister was the one. Maybe Waxana should have said the wrong kid died. You know what I mean?
Oh,
your sister was so much more powerful. You know,
your sister was way better.
Yeah,
it's like I'm jealous of Sophie. At least she had a choice.
Yeah.
That would have made for an interesting episode. Actually,
she was so ashamed of you. She drowned herself. She paid her dog to drown her.
You know what's crazy though is I do find this very believable because in the neighborhood I grew up near a lake, and there was at least 3 or 4 families that I know of that drowned in that lake.
Well, yeah, look at the statistics. People drown in goddamn pools all the time.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Like a whole family, like there's our neighbors, like one of the toddlers went into the lake, and then the grandma went after the toddler into the lake, and then they both drowned.
Yeah, I remember that story you're telling me.
A car drove into the lake. The whole family died. It's like this one particular lake in our like gated community.
Sarah, why didn't people just stay away from it? Also, second question.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't people stay away from it? 2,
I don't know.
Could this community, shame on you guys for living there, could have been built on like a Native American?
Absolutely.
Wasn't it like a man-made lake, Sarah?
Yes, they're man-made lakes.
See?
Yeah, it's a man-made lake. Yeah. So that's
and also, yes, Ricardo's not very far off from the burial ground, sacred ground situation, because the community I grew up on was built on mowed down Everglades.
Oh yeah.
Also, Florida, here's the thing, Sarah, is that
probably not the greatest.
Maybe that's why Florida's a shit show, dude.
Yeah.
In general.
100%.
You know?
Yeah. Definitely. But like it did. Yeah. So it seemed feasible.
I want to say something to the people of Florida. Yeah. If you're from Florida and you listen to this podcast, you're cool.
Maybe.
But everybody else sucks ass, dude.
Yeah, maybe.
Florida's a crazy place.
Let's not get
even
crazy.
Crazier place.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
You don't know if we're cool. Let us be honest.
Let us know if we can help you get out of there, dude. Let us know if we can. Yeah.
I mean, we have no right to talk. We live in Louisiana.
It just made it all. It just, I mean, we're not.
Here's the thing: is that we shouldn't talk because we were all Earth people. So we live in a shithole right now.
We are all. On
we live in America.
Yeah. Nothing more needed to say.
If you're from overseas, can you help us? Can you help us get out of here?
Speaking of America, Luxana is still getting in her racist barbs at Worf.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't like that, dude.
To be fair,
she won't let it go.
She was racist to everyone, not just.
Oh yeah, and then remember she got mad at Riker. She's like, "Get your dirty paws, your white hands off of her, dude." And
you're the reason she's not married.
Yeah. You keep touching her in her bikini area, you piece of shit.
He's like, "You're right, but damn, lady, you don't need to come like that."
Yeah,
Yeah, she's not entirely. Wrong about that.
She's been like, I know, but
no,
you're being rude. Yeah, you don't have to yell at me.
Yeah. I thought we were cool.
I mean, it's I mean, she's equally racist to
she walks it back a bit by letting Riker catch a stray as well. But
I feel if Lurch was here, this wouldn't happen. He would have known what to do. You know what I mean?
Lurch, he would have just been in the back pounding some cold ones.
Okay, but that's the thing. Lurch would probably immediately have said, "Oh shit."
Doesn't he have a drinking problem? Does he have a drinking problem?
Well, he doesn't have a drinking problem because he never gets drunk. He just loves to drink and it doesn't affect him.
He likes to party.
I like that song. People say have a that lyric.
Party all the time?
Say have a drinking problem, but I have no problem drinking at all. You know,
that's Lurch. Yeah.
From Midland,
is that Garth Brooks?
People say
because they say Garth Brooks is a serial killer allegedly,
but I have no problem drinking at all. That's true.
Yeah. But then the thing is, if Lurch was there, he probably would be the one to just tell Deanna, "Hey, so I think I know what's going on. Your mom had a first daughter before you."
Yeah. And he's like, "Your sister paid the dog."
Apparently, Mr. Hom is a replacement for a previous assistant, though, who should have been someone else when Kestra died.
Really?
But he has the picture, so
he does have the picture, so he doesn't know what happened.
Guys.
Yeah.
What if she fucked Lurch and kissed her Electra, whatever her name is. Is Lurch's daughter, dude. You know, I'm just throwing ideas here. There's no wrong answer here.
You just want your like, keeping up with the Kardashian style drama and everything. You just want it everywhere.
100%.
Yeah, honestly, now that we have DS9 with an actual vessel for Kardashian antics, we don't need this anymore.
No, we need it, dude. We need it. We need it more than ever, dude. I'm gonna give it. Look, this didn't suck totally. I can't go under 5, but it wasn't good. Wow. The wheels were just spinning a lot, and like I could have done without like 50 minutes of this episode.
This episode felt like it was 5 hours long.
Yeah, Sarah was just like, it just kept going.
I was just like, I turned to Marvin and I was like, what is this, like a feature film? It feels very long.
Didn't you feel like halfway you're like, oh, I figured it out, got it? Yeah, well, like as soon as even when they showed the daughter that had died, they still had like another fucking, felt like 20 minutes. I'm like, what are we doing here?
What are we doing here?
Yeah. Let's get out of it. We're gonna figure it out. Let's get out of it.
Well, honestly, they revealed the daughter death thing like with maybe 6 minutes to go.
Really? It felt like half an hour to 20 minutes, to be honest.
It felt like a long time. Yeah, I agree.
It felt like an eternity. It felt like a life. I felt like I lived 3 lifetimes. I felt like I didn't have gray hair on my beard, and then I came out of it. I'm like, oh.
I mean, I felt a lot more dragging leading up to it, honestly.
Really?
Where it was like a little bit one note where Luxana would be like, you know, just kind of despairing and crying and saying, leave me alone, get away from me. And it's like, okay, we get it after a second.
I don't want to go too low. I don't want to go too low, but I'm going to go 6.5.
Okay. All right. What
6. No, I'm backing up. 6. Sorry, guys. 6.
Okay. What are you going to do, Sarah? What do you think?
I'm going to go with 6.5, actually. Yeah. I think I'm going to
6.5. Yeah.
What it was. Yeah. It just wasn't, it felt like it kept dragging on. And I did like, the aspect I did like was the deep held trauma that people have, or with the betazoids, that they like store that trauma and can be triggered, I guess. But that happens in humans too. So I don't know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Can I say something about?
Yeah.
This is the thought I had when I was younger, and I still hold it to be true. Is that, and I know it's hard to get help, you know, in this country, mental health.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're an adult and you haven't at least like acknowledged like, oh, like the reason I'm like this is because of this trauma, you know, like maybe you can't afford to go get help. I understand that. But if you haven't even like found out, like, okay, like admitted and like been like, okay, this is a problem and that's why I'm like this.
Well, I think there's an aspect to like where the brain can literally like hide things from you in an act of protection. So some people don't even really realize what they've been
through.
That
actually is a trauma response. Yeah.
Like,
but so they have no like recollection of even knowing it until there's like a trigger, there's like a trigger.
Okay. Yeah. There's exceptions to every rule, but
yeah.
I've known people that I'm like, we all know what your problem is, dude. And even you know it. Like, go fucking help, dude. You have money, dude.
I mean, definitely. I think
stop buying
probably
purses.
The majority of people probably the majority of people fall into that category of just needing
there are tons of adults who have like no relationship to introspection at all.
Exactly.
That's the other thing, is that like it's really like it's similar to going to just a regular doctor. If you have no desire for self-care at all, physically or mentally, it's hard to start therapy or even going to a primary. You know, like you need to have some of that instilled in you somehow at some point in your life. But if you're like, you know, like in Korean culture, if you're kind of raised to be a bit afraid of all doctors, because doctors can't do anything but give you bad news, allegedly, you know? So,
I mean, they're not wrong.
But that's not true. Like, I mean,
it's like the common perception in the Latino community as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I
feel like you're describing every community culture.
Yeah.
There are a lot of minority cultures that end up like that, especially in America, because of all the costs involved.
You're describing everybody, but just in different percentages. You know what I mean?
Also, I'm actually describing Korean Americans, because actually, from what I understand, especially talking with family in Korea when I was younger.
Yeah, they know bigger there. It doesn't cost anything.
Yeah, one, it doesn't cost anything.
The cost is a huge aspect of it.
You're supposed to go every year, and you actually get like a score. So people actually like view it as like, oh, I want to get a good grade of health.
Yeah, they gamify it.
Fucking
it becomes gamified.
You gamify something. Everyone's going to want to compete eat,
Yeah.
And I believe that's also true in Japan. I think Japan also essentially gamifies your health.
You know what? Not going to Japan now. Fucking gamers over there, dude.
They did invent like the Nintendo console and stuff, so I'm just saying.
Yeah. I'm out, dude.
I'm okay with a D tier diet.
Yeah. Here's the thing I feel about this about medicine. I feel it about anything is like, just tell me like what will kill me and then just back it up a little bit. You know? Like, okay, how many tacos will kill me if I eat how many tacos a day? And they're like, well, 10. You should not eat over 10 tacos.
What if they're like, but the next taco could kill you?
Yeah. I'm like, well, I'm still gonna risk it, dude.
But what if it's a sliding scale where it just lowers life expectancy? Like, you can't really say when it'll kill you.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Dude.
Or it's between 2 and 50 tacos that'll kill you.
So here's the thing about, okay, I'll talk about, I'm trying not to make a lot of jokes about my mom's death, but here we go. My mom died. She was 64. And at first I was like, oh, she never took care of herself. She's still smoking after like her 3rd heart attack. She was like eating horribly, well, not horribly, but she was just eating whatever she wanted to.
Yeah, my dad's still fucking smoking after his fucking colon cancer. He's still smoking.
but then like now my mom's been dead for like almost a year and a half, I guess now, around there, give or take. And I was talking to my sister and I'm like, you know what? I used to be like, oh my God, like why don't she take care of herself? But now I'm like, man, what a way to go, dude. You know, like you just like fucking ciggies till I die and like fucking just buy me tacos, dude. Bring me tacos. Like her last words to me were like, I love you, bring me some cookies. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I'm like, you know what? She died her own way. Like who the fuck am I to be like
quality of life over quantity of life.
Yeah. She had a lot of quality.
There are doctors who do say like, part of being healthy is about managing your quality of life. You know, so there'll be like a lot of doctors who are like, when we say get healthy, we're not as concerned about you being like in peak physical condition or whatever. It's just like, we just want to make sure you can not feel like you're hindered. What you want to do. So once you reach that point, sure, go nuts.
It's all about balance.
Yeah, exactly. So, that's everything in life.
Like balance. I want to, here's what I really wanted to happen.
You want to be a glutton.
No, I just want them to open me up. And you know how like some people are like, okay, I don't know if we follow the same ex-coworker, but there's an ex-coworker that we have. That's like running marathons. We're running marathons. And he's like, the healthier you are, the longer you live. And I'm like,
oh yeah. I know. I know the coworker.
For what though? Name, like, give me more than one reason. Like, okay, you have kids. I have a kid too. Right. It's fine. Dude, I make it to when he's 18, I'm good, dude. I could check out. You know what I mean? Like,
but for some people, the running is just like, oh, I love running.
Yeah, just say that. Say that. I love running. I love exercise.
Yeah.
Don't say.
I think that's valid.
To live fucking, dude. Does no one care? For what are you living longer for, dude? Well, it's getting shittier every day, dude.
Well, that means they're insecure in their hobby and they want to.
Yeah, just say. No one's gonna make fun of you. Like,
look, I'm not insecure that I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, I'm gonna say it out loud. I'm not gonna be like, well, Yu-Gi-Oh helped me like learn math or whatever. It's like, no.
Yu-Gi-Oh is also why you're going to live to be 100.
I guess I do find that really interesting where there's this drive of like chasing the fountain of youth, living forever. I always think to myself like, or like, man, I want to live till 110. And I'm just like, why? Like, why? Why do you want to live that long?
You're repeating my sentiment.
Sure.
Sarah,
yeah.
Why would you, here's the thing. It takes so much time to be running, to be like I get it. Look, you know what I do during my lunchtime? I go for a 45-minute walk, right?
Yeah.
Just to move the old legs, get the circulation going, get a little sun. Yeah. That's enough for me. Like,
but if you're actively enjoying that walk beyond just it's like a chore I need to do.
Here's the thing.
But you're not doing it so you're like, oh, I'm going to live longer.
No. Yeah. So I'm doing it because of the diabetes. I listen to my podcast. It gives me like 45 minutes of just like, I have nothing to do. I can't turn on the TV. I can't do it. I'm just listening to a podcast, a book, a music, an album that I'm like, oh, I've been wanting to like listen to this album in its entirety. Boom, on the walk, dude. I go, I get my lotto ticket, I do a little gambling, I feel good about myself. The guy who runs the store knows me, dude. I'm making connections in the community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it doesn't cost me very much time. But some of these people are like in the gym 2 hours. And I'm like, at the end of your life, you've extended it, but you wasted so much time getting in shape. And I get it. That's your hobby. I get it. Cool. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they get to look in the mirrors at themselves and they're so hot.
Yeah. But don't you think
that's worth something to them?
I guess so. But don't you think that like at the end you're like, oh wow, if I put together all this time that I used to work out, I burned like a year of my life just working out instead of living it. You know what I mean?
I think it is fair when like people do go, oh, but working out is like my passion. You know, like it's like a hobby that I really enjoy. Like
as long as it's quality, as long as if you enjoy it, more power to you. You know,
that's the thing. But some people don't enjoy it. Some people are like, oh, I gotta do
it in order to blah blah blah. And it's like then it's not
if,
like
you eat
miserable.
If you eat nothing but broccoli every single day and you hate it, and it's because you want to live longer.
Yeah,
I don't know about all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't.
If you find yourself complaining the whole time,
then
maybe there's something to do about that.
I have to eat broccoli every day for 2 reasons. One, I actually like broccoli a lot. Dude.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Raw. 2, I love having the farts. It really,
you love farting.
You. Yeah, unbloats you, you know?
I mean, like we have a mutual friend who loves going to the gym, and I've talked to him about it, and he does it like socially. He doesn't like going alone. He likes going with people. He likes talking with people about fitness. So like for him, it's more than just like, one, he believed doing it early on in his life was very helpful for him.
Yeah.
And 2,
he wants to
share that benefit, you know? Yeah.
But here's the thing. I've never, in the time that I've known him, I've never seen him talk negatively about going to the gym, where a lot of people do. I mean, like,
exactly.
Been like, oh my God, I gotta go. Fuck, dude. He's always
he's like, man, I'm going after work. It's gonna be great. You know?
And he when he does post this, dude, he's not posting like, oh, I'm showing off or anything. It feels more like, oh yeah, like this is a fun thing. This is a fun hobby I do. So like somebody who would fucking go fishing and post like, oh,
or sometimes he posts because he's legitimately proud of something he did. He was like, I can't believe I did this. I'm gonna like talk about it. Like, whoa.
I'm gonna yes and you there. And also like even during quarantine.
Yeah,
he's like, hey, if anybody wants to do a Zoom thing, I'll like walk you through it. And like,
he was very helpful.
I did it a couple times because I was like, you know what, I don't know how to do this thing. Like, and actually, to be fair, I was doing weights all wrong. I was doing weights, and then when he explained like how it works, I was like, oh my God, I needed somebody to explain it to me. Got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you talk to him or when you see his post or when you see that it's also, he's not there all the time. You know what I mean? And he's not complaining about it and stuff like that.
I mean, if it's your passion, it's all good. But just doing something for the sake of like, some people will like inject like salmon sperm or, you know, I don't know, like drink whatever to try to chase youth and or like what's the guy that like injects his son's blood?
Yeah,
that guy. Charlie Sheen
or whatever.
Yeah, there's that billionaire who's like
that billionaire that's trying to like basically live forever, and he like, I don't know, I think like injects his son's like blood into him.
I don't know if it's the same guy, but I heard about someone recently stopping that practice.
No, that was him. Yeah, he was told by a doctor, multiple doctors, that this is actually shortening your life. You need to stop.
Yeah, but it's like stuff like that the eternal chase for youth and living forever, that kind of seems pointless. I don't know, in a lot of ways. I mean, there's getting healthy and having a passion, but chasing that is just...
Yeah.
I got news for you. We're all going to die.
Yeah. I'm going to say something stupid, but maybe there's something to it here. So I don't have issue with death, right? I'm okay. Mm-hmm. I understand the cycle of it. That's why I think especially like Hispanics have a really good relationship with death. I think like, you know, like the Day of the Dead, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't have any issue with death. I was fine with my, you know, I was sad? Yeah, I was sad. But at the same time, like, it was more like a celebration of like, oh, she lived a long enough life. She wasn't like stricken like in her teens. Like she made it in her 60s. It's fine, dude. Mm-hmm. But sometimes I do get like a little angsty about more existential angst than it is death. You know what I mean? But and I also think like I always have these thoughts like, well, why do we want to live forever? Is it to like, so we're not forgotten and all this stuff? And then I started to think like, if I'm rich, it used to be people would forget you. You know who we're not going to forget? Carnegie. Because he built a huge structure for music.
Well, that's why. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are especially who are in that financial position, are concerned with legacy. Like that is what they're worried about.
In 200 years, maybe we'll remember fucking Elon Musk because he was a shit person and he really is going to be a shit stain on history. But also, we may not, because he's not. He probably won't erect a fucking a library. He won't.
Also, we will almost certainly remember him as a big piece of shit.
Yeah.
And that much is certain for some.
Yeah. But I'm saying like certain billionaires will not be remembered at all because it used to be like you were a piece of shit, and then by the end you're like, oh, I'm about to die, dude. I don't want people to know me as a piece of shit. Okay, I'll build this fucking. I'll build this university fucking library. Done. You know.
Like the Nobel Prize was built because his name is something Nobel. What was it?
Tim Nobel.
Alfred Nobel. Yeah.
We're more likely to forget Jeff Bezos long after he's dead.
100%.
Oh yeah. I mean, like there's nothing notable about him other than he's very rich and he created Amazon.
We may remember Amazon for a very long time, but once he's
Definitely.
gone, I don't know if anyone will.
Why
really
are people
remember his
so
name.
concerned with legacy? Like what does it matter to you? You're dead.
I think it's because practically back in the day, it was the only way of living beyond your death.
Yeah.
So, and people were, if you are someone who doesn't have to live with the same type of social pressures that regular people do, all you're going to think about is existential things. And one of them is going to be, oh, how will I be remembered? You know, and like regular people have that wonder too, but it tends to be more
amazing that someone could have enough time to even ponder such a question.
That's what the rich ponder.
That's what we're saying is that's a privilege.
And then the thing is, like, for sure, like the regular person also thinks about that, but they think about it like more personally. Like, what will my family think of me once I'm gone? Will I give them enough to get them ready for when I'm gone? Or if I don't have a next of kin, you know, how will my friends have remembered me, or et cetera, you know, like that's the considerations normal people have. They're not wondering about, I wonder if New York City will remember me. I have to make a fucking Carnegie Hall, you know?
Yeah.
You know, it's
I'm going to make a museum, you know?
People think I'm the merchant of death. I'm going to create the Nobel Prize so that people think I'm not a piece of shit, you know, so, you know,
that being said, I am extremely sentimental, and those people that have died in my life and have passed and moved on, I hold everything that was once theirs or any memory of them or any object from them like very close to me to keep their memory alive in me.
Yeah.
So it's funny I say that, like maybe they might have passed away and been like, I don't give a fuck. I don't have like, you know, but for me, I want to remember them.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I don't know.
How very human of you.
Yeah. I'm the quite opposite. Like I don't like my dad was going through my mom's stuff and he's like, what should we do is I'm like, fucking donate it. Someone can use it. Someone can use fucking pants, dude. Donate them. Don't keep anything. And her jewelry, we gave it to like my niece and stuff, but I'm like material. And I say this because I had a chair that my grandma gave me, like a little rocking chair from when I was a kid. And my mom, and she gave it to my mom, and my mom kept it for all these years. And then I found it in the garage, my mom's garage, when we were cleaning out her stuff. And my dad's like, oh, look, she had saved this thing. And I'm like, for what? Throw it in the trash. Like, what was the reason she was fucking so sentimental about this fucking stupid chair? Like, I don't like.
That breaks my heart.
Like it's falling apart. Like I don't. And also like, to me, what I value is memories. Like I had a good time with this person. I was good to this person. This person was good to me, and not like the physical is.
Everyone's like that. People, a lot of people attach the memory to the actual physical object.
Yeah,
so.
And Marta's like, Marie Kondo the shit out of this place. Come on, let's go.
But I feel like my whole family's like that. Like they're like, oh,
I'm actually like the exact opposite of you. Like I am sentimental about any object anyone has ever given me ever. Like
I would say actually you're more sentimental than I am, and I'm pretty
about objects. Really? Yeah, I'm actually very sentimental. Like I have,
like I'll be like, Marvin, let's throw this the fuck out, and you're like, no, we can't. Someone 5 years ago gave this to me.
This coin right here that Ricardo gave to me after I gave him my knife because he told me about him giving his knife to a vulnerable lady on the subway, and I gave him my knife I had in my pocket, and the next day he gave me this coin from Mexico. I have it on my desk. I've moved like 3 times since then. I still have always had it on my desk. This chair,
see, that coin is currency. That's a transaction that you can cash in later. It's like
exactly.
It's like Keanu Reeves and John Wick.
This chair is falling apart. I really should get a new office chair.
Passage to Europe with that coin.
But I am like thinking about getting a new chair, but Sarah bought me this chair as a gift, so I have sentimental. There was a TV above that's part of my setup that Sarah bought for me as a gift once, and after it broke, part of me wanted to keep it.
Like I was just like, we're getting rid of this, right? And
Sarah was like, no, why are you keeping it? And I'm like, but
TV? It's broken.
Yeah, that's a step far even for me.
Yeah, you know, Marvin's like, oh, but you got it for me as a gift. I'm like, and like it's broken.
Okay.
We're on a different side of the spectrum.
My favorite phone that I ever received or ever had was one that Sarah bought for me. She bought me the very first Pixel phone. And it broke while we were on a trip in Kansas City, and I still have it. I didn't like throw it away. It's still in my closet.
You should throw it away. As the person that bought it for you, I guess you have permission to throw it away.
But I have like extreme, like I've saved every greeting card, every like.
I do keep cards.
Yeah,
But I know Ricardo throws the cards.
I'm very sentimental with. I remember thinking there's I forget what it's called, but there's like this Japanese philosophy. Well, there's this Japanese philosophy where they believe objects have souls, or they have objects have like sentience.
I'm a soul killer then.
That's where yokai come from.
Okay, so I don't believe this chair Sarah bought me has a soul, but I do feel like it has a type of certain sentimentality I can't ever separate from it. I will legitimately feel extremely sad the day we replace this chair. Like I will feel really sad about it. I felt sad throwing away the broken TV.
I mean, I'm sentimental, but you take it to the next level. And
yeah, I mean, especially if they were gifts. I really value gifts if someone is giving me a gift.
You do value
so
gifts.
I really don't like want to throw it away. Like, but like, you know, if it's like some other shit, like I've thrown away like, this laptop's broken, but I just bought it. So I just fucking threw it away. I don't care. But I didn't like scrap it for parts or anything. Yeah. But you know, like that's just the way I am when people gift me things, I guess. You know,
I'm laughing inside because 2 things. I'm a hoarder.
Oh, I know. I've seen your apartment.
Yeah, I'm a hoarder, but nothing sentimental.
I know. It's all Legos.
You're like, I can throw all this out tomorrow. No problem.
Yeah. But 2.
No, that's money. You're throwing money away. Don't
so when we're cleaning my mom's stuff out.
Yeah.
My dad's like, oh, here's the thing. Your baby book that your mom bought when you were a baby, you know? This is a baby book that has like the baby's first hair, baby's first teeth, everything, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to have it. I open it and there's one thing like when I was in fucking preschool and it's my handprint and my name, right? That's it.
Yeah. And
then I'm like, oh, okay, that's the first. This isn't even filed away. I'm like, she forgot to file it away. And I started looking. It was empty. There was nothing filled out. There's nothing. And I'm like, yeah, I am my mom. Like no sentimental thing of like, I'm going to save his teeth, his first, you know, nothing. There was nothing in the book. The book was blank, Sarah. Yeah. There was she never took the time to fucking, it had said year born. That wasn't even filled out.
No. That's so funny because I feel like I did get that object sentimentality from my dad, because you should see the amount of creepy stuff my dad has collected.
They have literal shrines like in honor of Marvin.
Actually, so ever since they repainted their house, they don't have like the wall of
not normal
certificate. Okay, here's the thing. In the stairwell, my dad used to have every single certificate I ever won in the hallway, and they were like nonsense stuff. It was like certificate of participation, attendance. Like some of it was like, oh yeah, I did.
Any of them from Jump Rope for Heart?
but like, but then,
oh my God.
But then like,
so he has all the stuff, Marvin.
He has all the stuff,
but he never had the video. He never recorded off the TV your appearance on TV.
He did. He has that.
Oh, okay. I thought you didn't have it because we had to look.
He just doesn't know how to digitize it. So instead of like going to his place to try to digitize it, I just found it on Vimeo, or not Vimeo. What is the other one called? The where everyone Daily Motion. Yeah, Daily Motion, where everyone pirates shit. So it was someone had put up their recording of it on Daily Motion. So I was
honestly,
like, oh, great.
that is kind of crazy that you could find it there.
Yeah.
And, even there is a weird place to find that.
Have you ever thought, like me, somebody was stalking me as a child, and that's what they posted this year, and then they died without fulfilling their dream. To stalk me.
Was the video posted on Marvin Choi Lover 992?
Yeah. I'll get him eventually.
Or Marvin Choi Killer.
Yeah.
And there's like a future. The rest of his name is like a future date. It's like 2028.
I'll come back. Yeah,
2030.
We're on completely different sides of that spectrum. I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
I collect.
Somewhere in the middle.
I'm a pack rat. I collect everything: comic books, records, fucking tapes. I'm not collecting fucking tapes, dude. Like music tapes for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
But sentimental stuff, I'm good. Like being, my wife had to be like, dude, you got to save the cards the kid gives you. Like you can't throw anything away, dude. And I'm like, too late. I threw a bunch of shit away, dude.
Like, thanks.
And I understand that I'm pretty extreme on my end as well. Yeah. Like I save a lot of stuff that I find sentimental.
I value memories. That's
like on my desk. I can show you right now. On my desk right now, I find this sentimental. It is a pencil sharpener that has existed since before I was born. And I find this sentimental.
Hey, that's classic.
It is a pencil sharpener I've had.
Get some money from it, dude.
I think this is literally almost 40 years old, and my dad used it.
I feel a desire to preserve that.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, it's like it would be a shame to throw away something old that works and is still cool and in good repair.
Like if it broke and you had to be like, all right, it had its time, you probably wouldn't like cry.
No,
right?
if it broke, I would open it up. I would attempt to fix it. I would attempt to find the original motor.
Like he would legit. Like
I would just 3D print it apart.
If it broke, I would legit be very sad. I would feel like a little devastated. I don't know. I just find certain things very, very if they're gifts, I find them very sentimental. So that's it.
Wait, was that pencil sharpener a gift?
That pencil sharpener, my dad was like, you should take this to college. Like you're gonna need one. So that's the one we always had at the house.
Back in the day when we used pencils.
Hey, we used it the other day, remember? And it was an excellent sharpener, remember?
They're still in school. You still need them for scans or Scantrons.
No, what school uses? It's all digital now. Like
maybe not.
I'm sure some colleges
have computers.
I feel like some colleges still use Scantrons.
No. It's all computers now. Guys, you guys are behind on the times.
I have a kid and he uses a lot of pencils.
Oh yeah, everyone's on fucking Chromebooks and shit now.
Yeah, they're on Chromebooks, but a lot of the homework and stuff is just paperwork.
Are you telling me that kids today, like if you have kids, tell us please if they still get to have the experience of asking to get up and sharpen their pencil and going to the one pencil sharpener in the room
on the wall,
which is the loudest fucking thing in the world, just to disrupt the teacher as they try to continue.
I use the cranking ones.
Those are the best ones.
Yeah, if they had an electric one, it was fancy.
Oh yeah, electric also is disruptive. Either one works.
Really loud.
But we do specific Panasonic one I have. It's great because you know how most pencil sharpeners you just keep going. It'll just keep cutting the pencil. This one actually has some sort of mechanism where as soon as it's sharpened, it stops.
Oh yeah, most of them
sharpen any further.
I feel like most of them do. Yeah. It's rare to encounter one that doesn't.
Allegedly, I took some things from one of my jobs, and I found
allegedly you're about to show us
this tape dispenser, and I was like, how do you replace the goddamn tape? So I was looking online, couldn't find the goddamn model. Finally, my wife looked it up, and it was so old. It's from like the 70s. They didn't have, and I was like, "Oh my god, dude!" And she's like, "Oh, you just gotta pop it out, dude."
Yeah, it just pops out in a hinge.
Yeah, and then
it's on a hinge. Yeah, but that's like the one my parents had.
Lead in the bottom. That's why.
Is it the one that feels like there's a bunch of sand inside?
Yeah. It's either sand or lead under there.
Yeah. That's the one my parents have too.
I'm not. I'll
standard office fare.
Yeah, I don't care for things.
What about Dan's score?
My score for the episode.
Yes.
I was willing to give it I think I sit on the 7 here.
A 7. Wow. Okay.
I thought Marina Sirtis turned in some pretty good emotional performances.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Majel Barrett had less to work with because they just kind of had to do the same thing over and over again.
But she did a really, really good job.
Yes,
I think this is Majel Barrett and Luoxana's best episode so far.
Oh,
together?
No, Loxana. I think the one where she's stuck with Odo is the best one.
I think that one's good, but I think it's not. I think it's not as interesting.
I think I liked her turn with the guy who needed to go back and die. I think that's my favorite Magil.
That's really good.
That's my
too.
favorite Loxana episode for TNG.
Sarah, yours is when she was in the jacuzzi.
Yes.
With Alexander,
yeah.
Couple things though.
Yeah.
First off, I think this episode gives us, presumably, if you read into it, the origin of her calling Deanna little one, because she referred to Kestra as her precious one.
Yeah.
And Deanna was the little one in comparison.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Right. And also, presumably, if you go by the depiction of the, like, her psyche, like, version of the events happening, they're distracted by Deanna's teething, mostly, which is kind of like what allows Kestra to wander off with the dog.
Yeah.
And I guess good on Deanna for not blaming herself at all.
Or her teeth.
Yeah. She starts ripping her teeth. She's like, these teeth killed my...
I mean, like, not to say that she should have, but I feel like a lot of people, if they were to figure that out, kind of would. And
also, the episode didn't leave enough time for that even be an option. They had 6 minutes left, so they were
right.
I mean, I wonder if we will see what Deanna's opinions are about learning she has a sister. I mean, she gets pretty emotional at the end about it.
Yeah, they both do. And I don't know. We'll see, I guess.
But that's pretty major. So.
Yeah, it is a big deal, but I'd have no presumptions that this revelation will factor into future episodes.
Because we're on TNG.
I don't know.
Because we're on TNG. And we're in season 7 as well. So it would be like kind of weird to track Deanna's through line all of a sudden from here.
Yeah.
So
that would be weird.
It would be.
It is kind of weird though, because like, have you ever had a family member? I have had a family member where my grandmother told me that she had 2 other children that passed away that I didn't know about.
Oh yeah.
And I remember, it was kind of like a weird, like, I was like, what? And she told me, like, I didn't
even in
know.
my own family, my
everybody
mom
has that because people used to die so early. Like, the life expectancy was so that you would have kids, you'd have extra kids that you knew were going to fucking die.
Infanticide was common. Yeah.
I mean, like, she had 6 kids total, but in reality, there was actually 8. And I was like, wait, but I didn't know that for the longest time. And I remember her being like, yeah, there were 2 other ones that died when they were younger. And I was like, the fuck? I was like,
also, I just said infanticide was common. That's not the correct term.
Yeah, that's not right. Yeah.
I don't know what the term is. Infant mortality was much higher back in the day. But so that's...
but that kind of reminded me.
I have an uncle that so just this last trip to Mexico, my aunt was like, yeah, this he's like your uncle is the second one and he's the bad one. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, there was another older kid that had the same name as your uncle. So he died, and then they just named the other kid.
Wow.
Same.
They just gave him the same name. Jesus.
Same first and middle name.
Oh my God.
So like a real good Hank?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't call him good. They would just call him Hank again. You know?
Hank and Hank. Yeah.
Well, like I'll say that even in my family, like I grew up thinking that my mom was the eldest of her sisters, and it turns out that there was someone older, but who did not live to, be the eldest. So.
Telltale.
Yeah. So I guess it's like common, you know what I mean? Like I learned I had 2 other, an aunt, uncle, like I don't even know if they were male or female who passed away. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's very common.
I actually don't know of any of that in my family, but I'm pretty sure my family
you just probably haven't asked the right
ask
person.
around. Yeah.
And
honestly,
my family hides a lot of stuff, so they probably just don't want to tell me.
Family secrets are just a very common, like, relatable thing, especially with our current array of generations.
Like, I didn't know my grandpa cheated on my grandma for many years.
You should just assume that when it's that generation.
So I was like, oh, great, both of my grandpas are cheaters. Great.
Hey, man, the old ball and chain back there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Take my wife, please.
It's very common. Very common. I mean,
you take my wife instead of the car, huh? So I guess for my part, I will give it an 8. I kind of like the episode. I think it's different because I'm realizing it's a very different experience if you're coming to it as a newbie and do not know what's happening. So I realize there's a lot of false flags happening here and there that you're going, oh, it's that. Wait, no, it's not that. Wait, oh, and then that kind of throws you for a loop. But I think when you know what it is the whole time, you're kind of like boringly but gently led into the conclusion. And then eventually you go, oh, yeah, it's that. And then I do think the episode really is made by like the last 10 minutes. It's like a very good set of revelations and performances. I think there's a part of me that thinks it's a cheap trick to have like dead sibling all along. It feels like a soap opera move. Almost. It
is something that they had to come up with, because I think the script they already had was there's a dark secret that will be revealed.
But we didn't know what it was.
By telepathically going into their mind and revealing it. But they didn't know exactly what it was because they kept on swapping out which characters were involved in the script.
Yeah, so that
eventually they settled on Lwaxana being the one who has the secret. And okay, what secret can we give her that will absolutely ruin her character? You know, and they just had these parameters. It's like, okay, that works. Let's slot that in.
And that might be why there's still so many false flags in the episode where you're kind of just like, what? That seems like he hit her or something. That's really weird.
Yeah.
Or is this a child abuse episode? Or is this like, mom got abused by dad episode or something? I don't know.
I thought like, molestation, sexual abuse, like weird.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, this is cable in the 90s. Probably not.
No, broadcasts, not even cable.
Broadcasts, sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, we're probably not going there. So it's probably just infant death. That's fine,
Yeah. So if we go to the podcast, that's fine.
That's fine. That's all right.
If we go to the Discord score, because I put out the poll a little late, imagine Nathan hasn't had a chance to collate the score yet. But the winning score, it's functionally 7. So everyone kind of agrees with you guys.
All right.
Thinking,
sounds about right.
Yeah, I think everyone kind of has the same sentiment as well. It's kind of like a bunch of nothing until you get to the end, and the end is pretty good. And it has a lot of good moments. But yeah, that's Dark Page, everyone. Not Dark Place, Dark Page. So if you guys enjoyed that, our discussion of that, maybe you could give us a like or a rating or review wherever you are. Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, etc. Maybe some of that. And also, if you guys want to get early access to these episodes, you can always head on over to our Patreon or our YouTube membership. Both of those for only $1.99 a month. You only need to get one, but either one gives you early access to new episodes, access to the private Discord, discounts on upcoming merch, your name in the ticker, all sorts of perks like that. Only $1.99 a month. I think that's a pretty good deal, I think. You can head on over to patreon.com/newbie Star Trek if you want to check that out. See what you get when you become a patron or a member of the channel.
You can get discount on that shirt of Beverly as a skeleton.
Yeah, you get $5. All patrons get a $5 discount on merch. That's moving forward. And if you guys ever want to send us an email, you can always email us at contact@newbiestartrek.com. That's contact@newbiestartrek.com. So this week's email came with a few links. So I'm going to put them into our little Discord chat right now. So this email is from Russ from the UK, and the subject line reads, UK car chase shows. So, hi newbies, really enjoying the podcast and can't wait to see what you think of the more interesting episodes of TNG Season 7. With reference to something you said on the Cardassians episode, in the UK, we don't live broadcast police chases, but instead tend to compile them into shows that take one of two forms. Stiff upper lip Brit flavor, which is that first link I added there, or cheeky Cockney chap flavor, which is the second one I linked there. Thought you might enjoy a laugh watching these. Keep up the good work, Russ from the UK. So he sent us links to 2 different types of UK shows. One is just called ITV Police Camera Action. And from what I could tell from skimming through, I think it's just like they purchased like traffic camera footage and narrate over it. And like some of it is like stuff like I see a car on fire. So that happened.
This seems very British.
But then the other one, it's called Road Wars. And Road Wars reminds me of that show. I don't know if you guys ever watch it. It was called Tales of the Highway Patrol or something like that. Stories from the Highway Patrol. It was like
a for me.
Yeah, it was like let me see if that's what it was called. Yeah, Real Stories of the Highway Patrol. That's what it was called. And it had like a host in like full like cop army dress.
Actually, I would watch this. I'm not even kidding.
So like and basically
so
it was
interesting.
It was just like following like highway patrol cops. And this is like the British version of that, the Road Wars. It's not great because from what I noticed, in like the first few seconds, you see like a bunch of cops choking a black guy. So that's not great. But as an older show, I don't think they knew what type of visual.
Okay, no. Well, that's not good.
Like not even like kind of like with the arm around. They're literally has their hand on his throat. They want him to open his mouth for some reason.
I remember ABAB, all bobbies.
Yeah.
But then the episode, it kind of is following Highway Cop, but it seems like the show Cops, where they just followed.
Yeah, Cops, like the bad boys. What you?
Yeah, exactly.
It feel a little more like that, where they follow the officers.
I do like
themselves.
that format. I think it depends on who you're following. I'm not crazy about the cops and all that, but I love the format of like following somebody. I love
as
that,
they do their job, like
I love anything like that. So.
I would love more of an authoritative description on what the different flavors of these or these car chase shows are according to the writer, because I'm not British enough to completely understand them intuitively.
Yeah.
And the footage I'm watching, like I'm only getting to skim through pieces right now, and I'm not quite understanding the full difference here.
Yeah, I mean, like the first one is just the one that's just called ITV police camera action. Literally, just seems to be like traffic camera footage with some like
where all they do is just describe to you what happens, right?
Yeah. They're like the stiff upper lip type is the type that will just explain to you what's happening in a sarcastic tone.
Yeah. I mean, they're just looking for like crazy footage or whatever.
Yeah, and I guess the footage is probably super cheap or free, and they're just willing to do that. And then Road
Wars is a little more on the ground. You follow these people actually a little more.
Yeah, so it's a little more.
I like both formats, to be honest.
Okay.
All right, Russ. Well, thank you.
That was really cool.
Informing us of what car chase shows might look like.
That's an interesting bit of insight because that was a legit question. I'm pretty sure we asked directly to the audience at the time.
Yeah, and none of these are the type of chases we're thinking of. You know what I mean?
Where us, it's just like, hey, local news has just been taken over by a live, helicopter-based car chase.
Yeah, and just skimming through, it doesn't look like any of these are like really long, sustained car chases. It seems more like they're traffic incidents, and the cops have stopped them. Like, I don't feel like they're spending a lot of time running or something.
One of the points you made when we were originally discussing it was that there aren't many places like, Southern California or LA where the freeway system is so big and interconnected where a car chase can last for a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I think that's partly why we're not seeing footage like that from elsewhere.
Yeah, so. All right, Russ. Well, thank you for that email elucidating what it's like to chase cars in other countries.
Yes, thank you.
If you guys like what we do, you can head over to fugitiveframes.com. We got links to all the stuff we do, including the Would You Stay Tuned podcast. But next time, we're actually going back to DS9, and it's an episode titled Rules of Acquisition. It's very, very easy to figure out what that episode will be about.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's get a guess from everybody here. How many rules will we be told and rattled off, or by the end of that episode, how many rules will we know?
I don't know, because I'm not sure if the rules of acquisition are actually kept in a truly consistent fashion.
Well, I guess maybe just account for how many they will cite in the episode.
Yeah, well, so you want to do a running bet? Because I want to
guess 4.
Okay, just 4.
We'll learn 4 rules of acquisition.
Like they'll say 4 rules of acquisition.
They'll cite them the way they have been in the show so far, where they just say rule of acquisition or rule number something.
Okay, I'm going to assume we're going by Price is Right rules, and I'm going to say 8, because I don't think they'll go over 10.
Okay.
What about you? What about Sarah and Ricardo? What do you guys think? How many rules of acquisition do you think there could be?
You said 8. You said what? How many?
I said 8.
I said 4. Marvin said 8. How many rules of acquisition do you think they'll cite at us?
I can't go over. I can't go over, but I can go under.
Yeah, let's do Price is Right rules.
You said 4. You said 8. I'm gonna say 10.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm gonna say 5.
Okay. So Dan needs to get exactly 4.
Yeah. If I don't get an exact 4, then I'm fucked. Okay. All right.
Well, actually, it turns out no one says any rules of acquisition in the episode.
I mean, then no one would win. By Price is Right rules, no one would win.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see how many rules of acquisition will be said next time. It'll either be very low or extremely high.
The answer is 0.
Yeah, it could be 0 or it could be like 20. We don't know.
All right.
Okay. All right. We'll see you guys next time for rules of acquisition. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Take care, y'all.
Bye.
Leave our rules in the room.